Hi, I'm Mandy and I'm from Petstock, part of your family, and today we're talking about worming and flea treatment, pretty much everything that you need to look into, particularly coming into spring. And today I have Kylie from Nevada's to help us.
Hello.
So Kylie, is there anything pretty much coming into spring, the main thing that you'd look at?
Yeah, definitely coming into spring, it's important to ensure that your dog is wormed, fully wormed, and regularly wormed. Because, did you know that there are certain internal parasites that can actually affect not only dogs but humans as well?
I knew a little bit about it, but
so yes, for these reasons, it's really important to ensure that your dog, as I said, is wormed, regularly. And these particular worms that can also harm our dog can harm us. So the only way to protect ourselves from these internal parasites and from these zoonotic risks from these parasites is to worm our dogs regularly and protect our families.
And so we do it once a month, or?
Once a month is seen as I guess the best treatment. Yeah, the best treatment that you can offer, or 3 monthly if that fits into your regime. But once a month will give you very good protection against your roundworm, hookworm, whipworm, and your tapeworms as well, both hydatid and flea.
So it covers everything?
It covers everything.
You don't have to worry about anything?
No,
once
so
a month.
So if you use products like Sentinel Spectrum or Interceptor Spectrum Tasty Chews, they will definitely cover you once a month for all of your intestinal parasites and your hydatid tapeworms.
What about fleas? Coming in spring?
Yes, Sentinel Spectrum does cover you for fleas.
Yeah.
It works a little differently to some of the other products. It actually works on the immature stages of the life cycle, so it eradicates them very effectively and protects your environmental and your home as well.
You don't have to worry about infestation of fleas.
No, well that's what we're aiming to prevent, so we don't have to worry that. Coco is nice and protected, who's being a bit shy for us today.
Yeah.
But definitely that, and also with your Sentinel and both your Interceptor, it's very important to note that they do cover your dog for heartworm as well, which is very important because this is a parasite that's spread by mosquitoes, and it affects all dogs, and can, it results in blockage not only to the heart as well as the lungs and vessels, and can result in heart failure.
Would you recommend, if somebody hasn't had their heartworm checked or heartworm treatment in a while, that they get checked from the vet?
Definitely, yes. If their dog has never been on prevention, or they, have possibly missed their heartworm prevention, it would be a good idea, especially coming into spring and wet weather today. Would be nice if they could go and just have a check and make sure that their dog is clear and heartworm free prior to starting any of the heartworm medications.
Oh, cool. And so pretty much, sorry, my eyes are terrible. I actually, to be honest, with the infestation of fleas, I think that's the main problem with summertime. Like if somebody sees a flea and they give the treatment, do they pretty much know that it's going to be eradicated?
So yeah, definitely fleas tend to be a concern. And the main thing I guess we really need to be aware of and treating for in spring, because we're coming into that warmer weather when we're starting to see more fleas available and around and on our pets, and so we're wanting to definitely stop this, because they do cause quite itchy, horrible reactions, and can cause some very terrible skin conditions in our animals. So we're wanting to make sure that that we take care of that, and definitely by using long-term protection against fleas is ideal,
and making sure they don't miss a month,
and making sure you always have that flea protection on board. There are several different medications that you can use. One, which I guess we are talking about today, Sentinel Spectrum, that is actually on board with your intestinal worms as well as your heartworm prevention, and you can pair that with another product being Capstar, which is an adulticide to take care of those bothering fleas that have jumped onto dogs, those adult fleas, and then long-term prevention with your Sentinel.
And can you maybe tell us why Sentinel and over any of the others? What are the benefits?
The benefits? Sure, definitely. The definite benefit, I guess, other than just focusing on your adult fleas, is actually focusing on the way the particular fleas breed. So focusing on their life stages and their life cycles, and by eradicating the large numbers of eggs that fleas produce, which Sentinel does, therefore we are eradicating the major majority part of the problem. And then when you then, I guess, come into contact with those emerging fleas, you've taken your dog for a walk down to the park and some fleas have, jumped on those hitchhiker fleas, which we like to call them, then it's very easy to take care of those if they are unable to breed and infect your home environment.
I like that it's a treat.
It is a treat, yes. So it is a tasty chew, and they do vary in size. So for these little guys, the treat is very small. It's palatable. It's 30% beef flavoured, and Interceptor is actually 30% skin flavoured. So it is nice. The dogs do like to eat it, and it does make treating a bit of a treat other than a chore, as we like to say.
Yeah, I think sometimes if they've got skin problems, some of the drip on can
cause a bit of irritation. Yes, sometimes in certain dogs you can cause and see a bit of irritation, definitely, you're right. And if you are washing your dog regularly or your dog does swim regularly, it's important to know that these topical products will be affected by swimming regularly and by grooming regularly. Their effectiveness for that month's longevity will actually decrease.
Cool.
Okay.
Thanks, Kylie.
You're very welcome.
Well, I'd like to pretty much tell everybody where we are. So we're in South Melbourne, and if you're coming down City Road, pretty much we're on Ferrar Street, which is Canterbury Road as well. So coming down City Road,
on the corner,
we pass. You pass the tram bridge. Keep going, and we're at the second on the left, and you'll see the flags. We're on the corner of York Street and Ferrar Street. So,
great. Well, thank you, Mandy. Yeah, thank you. I hope that's made it clear to everybody that yes, it's important now at spring to definitely have your heartworm and all of your flea treatments and intestinal worm treatments up to date.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Take care.